Welcome to my selection now for the NL starting roster at the All-Star game this year in Miami. First of all, if you haven't seen my video on the AL roster and what I think it should look like, please go check it out. Without further ado, here are my picks for the NL starting roster at this year's All-Star game in Miami. At catcher, I chose Buster Posey. This truly was a no-brainer. He has a .340 average and a .418 on-base percentage, which is extremely high for a catcher. He also is a great defensive catcher and calls a great game. The runner-up was JT Realmuto. I chose JT because he has a .284 average as well as a .344 on-base percentage. These don't seem like monster numbers, but compared to catchers, it's pretty big. But even then, these didn't come anywhere close to comparing to Buster. Now, this was the hardest selection I had to make throughout the entirety of the voting process, even in the AL. Really, if you look at that list there, you could have chosen anyone from 1 through 9. In the end, I decided to pick Joey Votto. Joey Votto has 23 homers, which puts him in the top 5 of the league, as well as a monster OPS. Runner-up for this was Ryan Zimmerman. The thing that made Ryan Zimmerman separate himself from a guy like Paul Goldschmidt was his .335 average. Daniel Murphy was my pick at second base. He had a .334 average and also has 100 hits this season. If I were to pick a runner-up for this position, even though no one really performed too well in order to claim this position, it'd have to be Josh Harrison. He has a .290 average with a .369 on-base percentage, which means he does walk a lot and has an OPS of .818, showing he has some power. At shortstop, I took the guy who has the 7th best OPS in the entire league, which is Zach Cozart. I think we have to consider Zach Cozart as one of the smartest guys in the league, as he picked the right year to have his breakout season. Next year, he's a free agent. The runner-up for this, in my eyes, is Corey Seager. The Rookie of the Year from last year has a .912 OPS and a .299 average, which just wasn't good enough to match Zach Cozart. The starting third baseman for the NL at the All-Star game should be Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado has a .296 batting average and has the most hits among third basemen at 96. He also has the most at-bats among the third basemen in the NL as well. The runner-up for this position was Justin Turner. He has a .388 batting average at the moment, which is shocking, but it doesn't qualify him, and I don't believe he has enough at-bats when you compare him to Nolan Arenado or even other third basemen that was competing, such as Chris Bryant or Travis Shaw. The first starting outfielder for the NL roster should be Cody Bellinger. Ever since being called up in mid-April, Bellinger's had 24 homers and has a .262 average. Even with this small average, he has a .967 OPS because of all that pop in his bat. One thing to note, though, is he probably won't get voted in, as he had to have been a write-in vote, just because he didn't start the season with the team. Next is Bryce Harper. After a horrible season to his standards last year, he's really bounced back with a .997 OPS and a .422 on-base percentage. He also has 58 RBIs to go along with it. The final outfielder to fill out this roster will be Charlie Blackmon. Charlie Blackmon is the leadoff hitter for Colorado and is arguably the best leadoff hitter in baseball. He has a .311 average with a .365 on-base percentage. He also has made some great plays defensively. The runner-up and the guy who missed out by one spot on the team for the outfield is Michael Conforto. Michael has a .953 OPS. The reason I decided not to put him in the lineup is, for one, he doesn't have as many at-bats as some of these guys, and two, he's really struggled as of late. He started off the year extremely well, but ever since then he's really slacked off and hasn't done so well.